I want to bring in now Bishop Robert Barron of the Diocese of Winona-Rochester in Minnesota. He's also the founder of Word on Fire, a nonprofit Catholic media organization. Your initial thoughts as we begin to unpack the legacy of Pope Francis, who is now dead at 88 years old?
Well, good morning, everybody. My first thoughts are, to pray for the Pope. When I got the news just about an hour ago, I was awakened and I went right to my chapel and prayed for him. And I think that's the reaction of Catholics, all over the world. So that's my first reaction. And, he's the Popes of my lifetime. He's the one I knew the best. He appointed me bishop twice. I was involved in both synods the last 2 years, met him on a number of occasions. So I felt I had more of a personal contact with him. And, he was a warm, generous man. And so just at the human level, I feel a sense of loss. And every Catholic, I think, feels the loss of a father when a Pope dies. So those are my first reactions as I just wake up to this news.
Yeah, I think many people just waking up to this news now. And I think some people might be surprised, Bishop, because they might think, well, I knew he was ill, but I thought he was getting better. I saw him just yesterday, even in a brief appearance on Easter Sunday. Many people are going to be shocked by this news, don't you think?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, my sense was, as I watched the Pope during the hospitalization afterwards, that he wasn't really recovering. That he still looked so frail and his voice was still so weak. And I just said that the other day, or maybe it was yesterday. I said, I don't think he's recovering from this illness. But, it was typical of the Pope that even though the doctors told him stay home and, stay away from people, he is a hard man to keep down. And so there he was appearing at the prison, appearing, on Easter Sunday. And I don't know if it's true that J.D. Vance was the last person he saw formally. I think that was just yesterday. So it was extraordinary, his willingness, even during this difficult time, to keep, reaching out. But I can't say I was entirely surprised by news of his death, but, still it's a day of great sadness for everybody.
I think you're right when you talk about J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, being the last official or formal meeting that he had, though, of course, we'll work on seeing if there are other pieces of his schedule that maybe we just weren't aware of. But what does it tell you about the Pope that he would make time not just for a meeting with the Vice President, with whom he clearly had disagreements on major issues of the day, but then also the fact that he would get in the Pope mobile, that he would greet people who were gathered there on Easter Sunday? What does that tell you about the man that you also knew privately?
Yeah, to me, it's very consistent with his personality and his style. And I was very gratified when I saw that he had met with J.D. Vance, because, if he hadn't, and then people would talk about him, he's snubbing him, and there's this, conflict. And I think that's, he was acting as a Christian gentleman. Even if he did have some strategic or policy disagreements with J.D. Vance, still he was, willing to meet with him. And then, going out even the day before he died to greet people. And yeah, to me, that's very consistent with the Pope that he's been over these past many years.